Okay. You ready to shoot the 100 subscribers special?
100 subs?
100.
I think you mean 50.
Oh my god, no!
Hello, this is MemeAnalysis, and today we're going to be examining two different meme deities, Shrek and Thanos. Now, Shrek is a bit dated now, but you still see him occasionally in memes. Thanos is still, I would say, riding his popularity out from Infinity War. So, a few of the major memes that go along with these two deities. For Shrek, it is Shrek is love, Shrek is life. For Thanos, it is Thanos car. Now, I'm going to show you how the character of those two memes is indicative of their nature. I will start with Thanos. Now, Jim Sterling, who created Thanos, created him in response to the DC character Darkseid. Now, Darkseid is known for his invention, the anti-life equation. Thanos maintains a very similar force against life, but of course he does this by obtaining the Infinity Gauntlet. His name in Greek is quite similar to the Greek word for death, Thanatos. Now, another common name for Thanatos in Freudian theory is death drive. Does this not show us the nature of the meme Thanos car? A car drives. Thanos, death. Death drive. We will now go on to Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Now, the nature of Shrek is even more interesting, I think, because the creator of the children's book Shrek was a good friend of Wilhelm Reich, one of Freud's students. His name was William Steig. He was a illustrator for many children's books and some of Reich's own books. I think that is extremely important to understanding Shrek as a character, beyond just the film, but as he is. Now you can see there I've also connected the tarot card The Fool, the Green Man, the Natural Man. Shrek is indicative of a purely living creature, uninhibited by society and societal expectations until they begin doing violence to him. He is misunderstood and despised. To connect to Shrek's oft-repeated mantra, a meme mantra, Shrek is love, Shrek is life, we only need to look into Wilhelm Reich's often repeated mantra, love, work, and knowledge are the well springs of our life. They should also govern it. Now, Reich is different from Freud in that he terms libido as orgone energy, which is a living energy. In fact, plants have their green character from orgone, which is the color blue, and the resin of the plants, which is yellow. The combination therein creates green. This is why green is the color of nature. It is the presence of orgone with vegetative substance. Now, to go along more with Thanos' death drive, because it might seem a bit curious that he is not intent on killing everyone. Freud himself says that the aim of all life is death, but at the same point that life is a series of detours before death. And Thanos is essentially protecting many people from an early death by a lack of resources. This is perfectly the guardian of death that Freud describes in Beyond the Pleasure Principle. One who himself is attempting to maintain life is in fact simply securing life's own desire for death. Everything living dies for internal reasons. becomes inorganic once again, then we shall be compelled to say that the aim of all life is death, and looking backwards, that inanimate things existed before living ones. In this way, the first instinct came into being, the instinct to return to the inanimate state. It was still an easy matter at that time for a living substance to die. The course of its life was probably only a brief one, whose direction was determined by the chemical structure of the young life. For a long time, perhaps, living substance was thus being constantly created afresh and easily dying, till decisive external influences altered in such a way as to oblige the still surviving substance to diverge ever more widely from its original course of life, and to make ever more complicated detours before reaching its aim of death. I think that the connection between these two is clear even physically. They are both very large characters, both very distinct characters in their color and in their dress. I think both are very effective film characters, large male characters present in the childhoods of many now. So, is it any wonder that they would represent something that is universally applicable, such as the Freudian drives? I think it's very clear, and I think that the memes that come from these two characters all share that character. Remember, memes matter.